Hi, I'm Charlie Blackmer. This is Anna Stout. We are with the Foundation for Cultural Exchange based in Grand Junction, Colorado, and this is our first video blog. The Foundation for Cultural Exchange is a nonprofit that Anna here founded in 2004.
An amazing group of former students and current students at that time, and community members and professors at what was then Mesa State College.
And so we work really closely with a community in El Salvador, El Espino, which is Grand Junction's sister city. We have a lot of different special relationships with that community. We have a sister school between some of the schools here in Grand Junction and Fruta. We have a sister parish, a sister library now, and sister cities. So Anna just got back from a trip down to El Espino a few weeks ago, and while she was there she went to a high school graduation. Actually, one of the most important things that we do in the foundation is we have a scholarship program. So we have some really incredible people here in the valley and across Colorado who donate money, and that allows these students in El Salvador to go to high school and go to university. So Anna just got back from a really exciting high school graduation.
Yep. So we had 4 students graduate from our high school program, and what was so amazing about this graduation, as it always is that our students were sort of the cream of the crop in their class. There were 31 students who graduated this time around, and one of our students absolutely cleaned up when it came to all the medals and awards that were given out.
And who was that?
That was Luis Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Miguel started in the program 2 years ago he had just graduated from 9th grade and was going into high school. Had he not gotten the scholarship, though, he wasn't going to continue on in any schooling at all. He couldn't afford it. His mother is a single mother. His father left him and his little sister when they were very young, and they live in pretty humble conditions. So he started in our program 2 years ago, and this is Bella, and he walked away with first place in his class, first place on the college exit exam, and he got the top scores in his school on most of the subjects in the standardized high school exit exam, as well as good conduct, and every other medal you could possibly give out at the ceremony.
That's so great. And then who else graduated high school?
Xiomara Lisette graduated, Esli Sarai, and Delmi Patricia. And they were also recognized. They all got sort of an assortment of medals for their performance on the standardized exit exam and their school performance in general.
So speaking of school performance, you were telling me earlier that our school did really well in those standardized exit exams?
It did, and this is really exciting. I talked to one of the teachers in 2015 at one point when I was down there, and she told me that the school has noticed since the scholarship program started in the community through the foundation, other students in the school are starting to have dreams bigger than school, just high school, and that's something that she was very grateful for, because students before our students started going to college never believed they could go to college or that there was any reason to even try. And now that they're seeing their fellow classmates continue on and get into the National University and some of the private universities, it's starting to open up their eyes to the possibilities. And so with that kind of change in mentality, we've seen a really exciting thing happen the last 3 years, and that's that our school has placed second, and it's at the department level, which is essentially a state in El Salvador, on that standardized high school exit exam. And that's significant because these aren't, we're not talking about a private school, we're not talking about, the best school in the neighborhood. We're talking about a public school, the only one within miles, and students are coming from all different conditions. They're competing with private high schools and with technical high schools, which are 3-year high schools instead of 2-year high schools. So, they're going up against what you would, kind of consider the cream of the crop kids, and they're placing second consistently.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of them.
I am too. Every graduation brings sort of this renewal of energy for me, for the foundation, I think, for the sponsors who see the achievements and the successes that are coming out of this program and out of the support that they're giving them.
All right, so Bella has brought our attention to some things that you brought back with you. Can you tell everyone what these are?
So each of our sponsors is connected to a student and vice versa. And one of the things that makes our scholarship program so special is the fact that our students are not just given scholarship money. This is not a scholarship fund, it's a scholarship program. And they feel so accountable, I think, and they feel like they've got somebody pulling for them. And when you're talking about a situation like the one that our kids live in poverty, there's not always that person who's got your back or that cheerleader. And sometimes, as much as their parents want to be that, necessity takes over. And maybe they either can't be there to help them study, or they can't be there to encourage them, or they need the kids' help. And they're not able to encourage them to do their homework and to go to the activities that they have to do. So when we connect these students to their sponsors, it gives them an extra layer of support. And it's really neat because every time I travel down there, we take letters down from the sponsors that want to send letters, and then our students all write letters to their sponsors that we bring back up here and we translate and we deliver. So this is part of the stack. I have them kind of compartmentalized. This is the first section of letters, and you can see how much love and time goes into these, and I think it's pretty special. You can see the bond and what that means to them. These aren't like when your mom made you write thank you letters after your birthday or after Christmas, right? This is something that they love doing, and they write these very heartfelt letters. A lot of them have to make their own envelopes because, that's a luxury that we have here, to just be able to grab an envelope and know that we have that in our house. But they make these beautiful creations that are very heartfelt for all of their sponsors. And then we have some amazing volunteers here through the foundation who get together, have translation parties, knock these out, and then deliver them to all of the sponsors, which is more than 40 at this point. That's great. Yeah.
Well, anything else that you want to say about the trip? We actually have to go in a minute because we're going to go meet with the Fruitvale Lions Club here in town and do more of this, talk more about the foundation.
Which is obviously something we don't mind doing. And if you give us, what is the saying in Spanish? If you give us your hand, we'll take you by the elbow. So we will absolutely take advantage of any time we have a chance to talk about our beautiful little community and our amazing students. I think the one thing that I took away from the trip is just the resilience that these kids have. They are working their butts off. Some of these kids have night classes because that's the only schedule that works for them, which is scary when you're traveling through gangland, Some of them have, and I'm not joking you, 6 a.m. classes at a university that takes sometimes 2 hours to get to. So they're working hard and they're energized. They just came off of their winter vacation, so I think they're all really excited. We have one student who's about to graduate from university. She's our second university graduate. Her name is Xiomara Garcia, and we'll have more about her soon. But she's finished all of her classes and now is finishing up sort of the I guess what we would call the practicum or the internship, I suppose, to graduate on May 6th. So,
And what is she doing her internship in?
She's working. I know that she's looking for a job right now, so this is separate from the internship. She's doing an internship at a restaurant, but she's applying for a job right now with TACA, which is sort of a regional airline down there. So that's pretty exciting that she now has the skills and the credentials to even be able to submit an application there. So we have our fingers crossed for her. So yeah. So we'll blog again soon, right?
We will.
Hooray. Thank you.
Thank you. And check us out at fcelsalvador.org. Thank you.